Welcome, everyone. This is Kirk Williams coming to you with the Live Inspired Moment. I am excited to be here with you guys, and we'll be brief. Just want to just touch base with you guys, say hello, and thank you guys for being a part of this. Whether you are watching this on YouTube channel, whether you are subscribed to our Anchor podcast, whichever it is, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you're watching this on, we really appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here. And we're excited about today's moment. We're going to dive into one of my favorite authors just for a little bit, John Maxwell, and we're going to kind of take a look at his book, Three Things Successful People Do. I'm sure that's what we're going to look at real quick. Three Things Successful People Do. And I really, anyone that knows me knows that I'm a John Maxwell fan. And what I want to talk about to you quickly today is really what this book is about, the three things that successful people do. And what he goes into right from the start, he really talks about what the right picture of success is and what most people think that success is or feel like it is, and typically is not. So, for example, he goes into it and talks about the wrong picture of success. And a lot of times we look at that and think success is how wealthy you are, how much money you have, how much fame you have, how many people know who you are, how many kids you have. I mean, all kinds of things that we have in our minds of what success is. And oftentimes those things are not really what define a successful person or what success is. First of all, we hear a lot about, and I always mention and talk about it. A lot of people also do the same. And looking at success as a destination, and success is really a journey. It's the pathway. It's the time that you spend in this journey of life. That's what success is, and that's what you're going to be on. It's a pathway. It's not a destination. You're not going to suddenly arrive at success and conquer that mountain and say, yes, I've been there. You're constantly, it's fluid. It's like a river. It flows. Success is a pathway. It keeps going. And that's kind of what John talks about in this book. And he even mentions a couple of people. And if you ever been in the leadership space or self-improvement space, you probably would hear a lot of people talk about the 1920s, and these different successful people that were all, I mean, very, very wealthy. And for example, Charles Schwab, they talk about him. He was the president of the largest independent steel company, and he died broke. We talk about another one is Albert Fall. He was a member of the U.S. president's cabinet, and he was pardoned from prison. So all these wealthy people who have arrived at some level of success, as we're thinking, he was in prison and he was pardoned just so that he can die alone. We talk about Ivar Kruger. That's a name right there, Ivar Kruger. He was the head of the world's greatest monopoly back in the 20s, and guess what? He ended up committing suicide. A lot of wealthy people, a lot of people that had wanted to gain and receive fame, fortune, all these things wind up being in a box, wind up being, trapped, wind up not getting to where they thought they were going to get to, thinking that success, whether it's fame, whether it's wealth, all these things are going to get them to that nirvana, that thing, that destination. And really the success is all about the journey. And I love John Maxwell as he talks about the three things successful people do, because he kind of goes right into what the right picture of success is. And it's right at the very first part of the book. That's why I really like it. And he goes into this, the three things, success is knowing your purpose in life, growing to reach your maximum potential, and lastly, sowing seeds that benefit others. So number one, knowing your purpose in life. What are you here for? Asking those questions. And again, there's nothing wrong with asking the question of why you're here. What are you supposed to do? What is your purpose in life? That's actually helping you to navigate that road of success. And then growing to reach your maximum potential. What's your maximum potential? A lot of times I love this analogy. People tell me all the time, and we've heard it before. If you reach for the moon, you'll land. You'll land with the stars. You'll be amongst the stars if you reach for the moon. And I thought about that. I liked that for a while when I was younger, but then I also looked, and one time I was like, you know what? Why are you reaching for the moon when the sun is a destination that you can get to? You can reach for the sun. That's a potential area where you can go. So don't limit yourself by shooting for the moon. Yes, it's a lofty goal. Yes, we want to go for the moon, and it's great that you'll land amongst the stars. But guess what? The sun is an option too. Don't stop at the moon. Go for the sun. And I like that because it means that you're continuously growing. Growing to reach your maximum potential. And then lastly, sowing seeds that benefit others. This life is not just about how much we can gain, how much we can get out of life, how much money we can make, how much we can leave for our children. Yes, we want to leave them a legacy and wealth and all these different things. But ultimately, you know what? Life is not just about me. Life is about how I can utilize those strengths, those talents, those abilities, those things that I've been gifted to sow seeds into the life of someone else so that they then too can be success on that success journey as well. So that's pretty much what this book entails. I encourage you guys to go out and get a copy of it. We'll probably be doing more of these and going a little bit more deeper into this particular book by John Maxwell and other books by John Maxwell and other authors that I really love and want to share with you guys. But I wanted to mention those three. That's what I was talking about or reading about today. Those three things that successful people do, because I want to be a successful person. I want to be on that success journey, moving in a positive upper trajectory on the success journey. I want you to be as well. So join me as we go dive into these different books and these different, topics. We'll be chatting alongside with other entrepreneurs, other people that are doing extraordinary things, regular, everyday people doing extraordinary things because they have what's inside of them and they want to share it with the world. And I want to be a part of that. I want to help everyone, including you, succeed. And that's what Live Inspired is all about. So with that said, go out, check out John Maxwell. This is, 3 things successful people do, and take a read and let me know, respond to me. Let me know how you guys like the book and what you got out of it. Love to hear from you and love to dialogue and connect. And maybe you can join me on this platform at some point and we can talk about it. So thank you very much. Again, knowing your purpose in life, number 1. Number 2, growing to reach your maximum, not just full, your maximum potential. And then 3, sowing seeds that benefit others. So with that said, this is Kirk Williams. This is a Live Inspired Moment. I do really hope that you guys will be encouraged today. Stay positive. Nothing comes out of a negative attitude, but more negativity. And last but not least, please live an inspired life so that others can then be blessed by who you are. And you will be blessed to be a blessing. With that said, peace. Love you. We'll talk to you next time.